we go Protoss. We know how it's gonna go. I think many people actually know Wicca clan, but they are cheesers basically, or at least many of them. But that's fine, I guess. The only thing that is not fine is the STR. Yeah, the TR is rough because it would be like fine-ish to play on TR 14 low, but it's still stuttering, so it should be high, and then it's gonna be miserable on high. Okay, we start normally. We're gonna play 11 racks, 12 gas. Thirteen scout now, as always. Yeah, the game is really slow. Let me set it to high because it's just like playing on the slow motion. So I would rather have higher delay in unit response than playing on slow-mo. There's a probe. Late scout from my opponent, I think. I doubt he's in the bottom right in this case. Yeah, let's just go there. Let's play it out like that. No goon, so there is high possibility of 12 next over here. No, it's actually normal timing. So we're gonna expand as well. Okay, he was aware of that. Okay, maybe we can catch this probe. If you go CC on 3 depots, you need another supply. before it finishes. So that's why this opening is just worse than going for 2D POCC. Oh my god. How did that happen? What did I press X? That's crazy. X is my hotkey to lift off buildings. I've never done that in the past. That's crazy. Okay, he has a lot of guns. I saw observer, so I mean, be my guest. Is he making 2 by Zarb or what? Because we are not seeing any Nexus. So yeah, probably it's gonna be ARB. Yeah, we don't see any Nexus. So this is either carriers or ARBs. Has to be, pretty much. Yeah, this is our... Let's make some Goliaths. We're gonna push anyway, I think. Yeah, so this is the strat I hate to play against, to be fair. I just kind of don't enjoy it at all. Oh, we didn't die? Oh my god, that's so bad. Yeah, the fact that the ARB didn't die is actually tragic.
Forces are under attack.
Yep, we are not gonna win this game, as you can see. uh, I keep making the same mistake, to be fair, but I just cannot help it. I can't play like short game versus ARPs. It's just too frustrating.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Of course, the tank went here. Yeah. Okay. No GG, of course. Let's see the replay. I'm pretty much only interested in one thing there. So I'm forcing bad plays versus what he does, and this is a problem. Obviously, I shouldn't do that. I know I shouldn't do that. I still do that. But when Protoss is staying on 2 bases, you should generally not go for 5 or 6 fact, at least not for an attack. It would be okay to go for like 3rd base, and then it's fine. But yeah, those I think those Wiko players are just like all arbiters, pretty much. Yeah, I wonder whether there was like faster timing for me to actually go for. I don't think so. Uh, yeah, so this is like the, I guess, yeah, this is just bad for me because this is like the classic answer to 5 act. This what this guy did there. I would be fine if I went for 3rd base instead of attacking, but as you can see, our supplies are almost like identical, which is technically good for us. The problem is that now, so I'm like late, right? Because now he will make a lot of zealots and probably stab us very conveniently. Maybe I should set up some mines, but if I set up some mines and I cannot push anymore, maybe I should go from this side. Maybe that would be the better idea. Yeah, and maybe also I shouldn't go with the vultures. Because right now I think it's kind of fine. I cannot engage it. And now I use those vultures to mine this side instead of coming here. Also, I was unsieged. I think the lesson is also over here. So look, I unsieged on his eyes. I didn't wait for the turrets to be done. Yeah, but his supply is just, I feel like, is growing too rapidly. Yeah, so right now, I saw this observer, but I didn't want to scan, of course, because my scanners are like limited, right? I still have a lot. I have 5. Maybe I should scan? I don't know. Hard to tell always, because with arbiters, you never know how it's gonna be. But the problem is that now he sees that I will unsiege, and that might trigger him to attack. Yeah. So I had 3 tanks unsieged, which is a lot of damage to not be there. I also didn't ever siege those 2. Now I did, but it's too late, of course. Yeah, let's try to objectively analyze this fight. Could I do something better? Or it was just doomed because of the numbers? Okay, so let's see. He has like 12 goons, 15 goons. I have like only 7 tanks. So there is already a problem, right? My advantage is that I have a setup. I should be sieged. Maybe if I... Targeting ARB is usually the correct choice, I feel like. But the main issue is that the zealots are like getting contact with my army, right? So that's why maybe if I had those vultures, that would help. A few more vultures, then I can target the goons. Hard to tell exactly. Yeah, so now I feel like the game is over, right? There is nothing. So that's why it's usually better to go upgrades versus arbiters. I'm stubborn though. I wanted to push anyway. Yeah, but now it's completely over, as you can see, because he has 8 gateways, right? Can produce so much so quickly. It's impossible to catch up as Terran if you don't have like very tank count. Obviously, you're not gonna have it, right? After such failed attack. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna have to play longer games versus those ARPs. Like, force myself to play upgrades. Or not even upgrades, maybe. Maybe just 5x into like third base and get a lot of army and then attack. The problem, of course, with such approach is that they will always have time to gather energy for recall. When you push them like that, they are kind of forced to use stasis a lot of the times, so you can get through their energy, right? And then that's your whole point, to deplete the energy on the arbiter. If you can keep the game kind of like, you know, chaotic, you can fight all the time, etc. Yep. Yeah, well, he played well. He knows his stuff. He knows his two base arb. So that was hard. Okay, GG. Okay, Zerg this time. It seems like we are getting a lot of Radion games. I like it, to be fair. Right, Radion is a pretty good map. I can definitely say that one of the problems of higher ranks is that I keep playing on those bad TRs. Because I'm playing during like Korean hours, and that's fine. But when I was on lower ranks, I feel like more people from, like, I don't know, Europe, USA were playing at this time anyway. And then we just got better tier. But to Korea, it's actually not that good. Although this is fine, I guess. Maybe I should use VPN for those games. I don't know. It would be probably better. Okay. Let's do it like that. Maybe we're gonna play Meg this game? Actually, why not? We could, I guess. We could try. So the thing with Radion is that you cannot build above the barracks over here. I should scout. So look, this is unbuildable. This is made so you cannot make a good wall. So you can build your supply like that. So you always have two holes. So that's not ideal. You would like to have one hole only. We should go to the left side, by the way. Towards the direction of Amarnath, right? So that's, I feel like, was explained many times. So not gonna do that again, but yeah, in general, extra high latency. I didn't feel like we need it, but... Wait, is that second overlord? But this is normal hatcher timing, yeah. Okay. We don't even need this marine yet. So this is the way I like to play mech, where I build my CC first before the gas. Okay, we see the drone coming back. I don't see any links. Can we get in? No, we can't. So, actually that's awkward because now we don't know whether he plays Mutas or not. Hmm. Yeah, anyway, I will make a bunker.
Your forces are under attack.
We're gonna play double armory, by the way. Yeah, so we could get attacked by lurkers right now, and that would be kind of bad. I'm gonna make one vulture. We need eBay. eBay is actually late. I'm gonna pause STVs here. So range, attack, armor. Oh my god. I lost my vulture for like that. That's so bad. Yeah, we can totally... I can see how we are getting Lurker leaned and we die. But we kind of have to go with the risk right now. There is no other way. Yep. We are dead. Yep, we can just leave the game. This is how it is. I mean, there is nothing to really say about it. So this is the kind of opening that you just accept the risk. So my mistake was to leave with SCVs from his main. I should just stay there and wait until I see the spire. Because the moment you leave is the moment they can make you like that, right? So, yeah. And this is actually known to be pretty effective versus those kind of openings. Now he sees that I'm not making marines, so he pretty much knows what I'm doing. Even if I knew that this is lurkers, it's still hard. Of course I would be able to make more marines and then turret. So if I know, then there are ways to know that. But this opening is kind of assuming your opponent goes mutas, and that's pretty normal in StarCraft. So for example, when you play 2-fact, you also assume your opponent is not gonna play DTs in TVP. So this is a very similar case here. And yeah, we just died, so there is not much to analyze. B-rank opponent this time. PvP again. Yeah, we're having a lot of problems with those A-rank Koreans in general. They are pretty good. And I'm not as good as I was before I went on long inactivity period. So I need to get good again, I guess. Okay, but yeah, so as you can see, this is probably not Korean because we have tier 20 for low, which is very nice change from the last games. There is also another problem. Yeah, again, like ace map is always so bright, especially this knockout. So, like the metagame problem from the perspective of playing versus Koreans on like bad latency is that they will cheese you. So the amount of games,
Structure is required.
normal games you play is very low because most of them will just go and try to kill you ASAP to finish the game that is lagging, right? The cheese itself is not a problem. I'm fine playing. I never hated to play versus cheese. It's kind of whatever. But it's just bad from the metagame point of view because the game starts and you already kind of assume it's gonna be cheese and so on. Okay, that's very. Oh, it's actually normal scout. Okay, I think he scouted from there, but let's see.
Your forces are under attack.
So this game I didn't go for the barrack on the ramp. Why would you want to stay in my base? Yeah, you stayed and now you lost the probe. I didn't see whether he started. Okay. So he wanted to be sneaky. So that was second probe. He's probably gonna go very fast Nexus, rangeless. Not showing me this. There is no goon still yet as well. Wow, he went zealot? Wait. Okay, so I just missed it. Okay. So I need their depot, of course. You can see the Nexus, no range though, which is very weird. Yeah, no range is suspicious. Very suspicious.
Add-on complete.
Still no range, by the way. What is he doing? He went triple Nexus or something? Or proxy DTs?
Not enough minerals.
Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Your forces are under attack.
Still no range.
Your forces are under attack. Research continues.
He forgot the range, I think. Wow. Okay, that was a weird game. Let's see. I think he simply forgot the range for goons, or I missed something. No, he didn't have a range at the end, right? But that's weird because his Nexus was late. Even though he went for Zealot, his Nexus should be still pretty fast, even like, if he went for no range. Yeah, so that was my mistake to not stay around to check the Zealot. So what are we doing over here? Okay, so it's like 21 Nexus. Yeah, I was sure he's either proxying DTs or going for super fast third Nexus, because I saw no range still, which doesn't make sense at all. So I guess he just forgot it. Yeah, and this is why I attacked him like that, because rangeless goons are very, very weak, actually. Especially like tank has 3 more range than them. They cannot reach the tank. So I think he didn't start the range to till the very end. Yeah, and as you can see, the pressure makes him forget goons. Probes are not making. Probably I'm not making STVs too. Okay, I do make my STVs. Hmm. Yeah. He just simply forgot about it, I guess. So I don't know. There is nothing to analyze. You need your range to hold even the weakest pushes in TVP, pretty much. I guess it's the same guy, probably. I assume. The brightness is still here now. Okay, the camera is not reacting this time. Well. Yeah, the Wiko guy I checked was like almost 2400, so he's certainly pretty good player, and yeah, I could see that. He's very strong. Like his build was very like straightforward, sharp, and so on. And it is exactly the kind of stuff I don't like to play against. And to be fair, I never figure out myself like how to effectively play versus arbiters. I have problem myself. I know that in theory you're supposed to play longer games with upgrades and so on, but I just hate the idea that just by them choosing their opening, you are forced to macro game. This is what I don't like about it. So it's not like even the fact the arbiter is strong, because it is obviously, but I don't like to be forced to play in a certain way. And I know that Terran is reaction race, and in majority of cases, this is actually how you need to do. We need to play, but still, I just I don't like the idea that someone can force me into something. But I also think that my attack in this game versus this game was not the strongest I could do. So next, I don't know. This only makes me think that next time I could try the same thing, but just more solid. But deep inside, I know that this is not the proper approach to play versus that. Okay, enough about this game.
Not enough men. Your forces are under attack.
He's probably bottom left, I assume. Oh, he almost got me with the zealot. That was almost impressive. So the goon should be here already. I don't even know whether he is here. So we got ourselves nice zealot kill. Yeah, he was not there, by the way. So the obvious problem is that we don't know if this is DT, so let's go eBay, just play conservatively. I kind of can't play it in other way. And I also forgot the depot. Yikes. We can cancel this because we cannot build it anyway. Maybe we can make some starport action actually. Maybe another game. I feel like it's too late for port right now. The second gas is too late, for sure. This is about when the river would hit, so let's make some turrets. We should also be getting what? I forgot what I wanted to say. Nice. Siege. I wanted to say siege. We should be getting siege, but he's not pushing us in any way. I again Yeah, I have no idea what he may play. Of course, we're gonna scan him soon. We are low on gas, which is bad.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, we're gonna kind of risk it and play without siege here because I want to coordinate my factory's timing, but that might be very bad. So, for example, if he pushes me with the river right now, we will be in huge troubles. What is this? Doesn't seem like carriers, although I didn't see whether he's making... Yeah, but what he does is pretty much telling me don't go for attack, right?
Forces are under attack.
We should be camping. Yeah, he's playing some weird stuff.
Research complete.
We don't need to expand yet because he didn't expand, right? So that's kind of my logic here why I'm not going for any CC yet.
Your forces are under attack.
No gas, I think.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, so if you see something like that, then what you do versus this is you slowly work towards your expansion. That's it. You don't
Not enough minerals.
rush with your attack. In fact, you should not attack right now. Just just make sure he doesn't have any like hidden expansion. I guess I didn't check this, so that would be tragic for us if he has this. I mean tragic. Maybe not tragic, but we would be in much worse spot than I thought. But he doesn't have it. So I don't know. Seems like just bad player, to be fair.
Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depots required.
Now when you have this going up, you can make more factories. I guess one round of Goliaths wouldn't hurt because we saw the shuttle, right?
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Let me scan him again. Is this some kind of... No, he's just massing units. Yeah.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Yeah. Not the best idea. Hmm.
Upgrade complete.
Let's give him like fast advice. I don't know if this tells him anything though. Yes, expand. At least 3 bases. Yeah, and stand in an arc. Yeah, let's see the replay. I have no idea who this player is, but he was mentioning Kartosis, so that's fun, I guess. We can skip the entire early game, to be fair, because it was like what I did here. I did 2 mistakes early, I think, because I did eBay before Fort Supply. Okay, so maybe this is worth also noting. Mhm. Up to the moment that Protoss doesn't have gun range, Marines are very strong. They are actually pretty cost effective up until Protoss has gun range, which you usually don't know where it will be, but most of the times you have to assume it's gonna be around 430. And because Marines are very strong and Zealot is very slow, slower than Vulture, he's kind of forced to defend his Zealot with the gun or just lose it. So he had to engage and try to trade the Zealot earlier. Right now, it will just die for free, right? Because I will just chase him down. You don't even have to micro anything except the Vulture. Just aim with the Marines and only control the Vulture. So obviously, Vulture hitting the gun is also very valuable when it has shields, because it's 20 damage. Marine will deal 6 damage regardless of shields or HP. I guess on HP it's gonna deal 5 because this is 1 armor. Yeah, but this little engagement is actually just how you can get Zealot for free. He had to be there ready before I mean, he had to engage or go back before I had a Vulture. That's my point. So then I didn't know what he went for, and I decided to go for an eBay, which is a mistake because I should go deep into an eBay for sure. But on the other hand, he could be proxying DTs there, and I would be dead if I did that. So that's kind of like, but you cannot play scared like that, I guess. You need to kind of assume that we are playing humans most of the times, and they are not gonna do that. But yeah. So he played pretty normally, and he actually did something that is, if you don't understand what he did, then you're gonna lose a lot of games. But when someone is playing only like mass guns a lot, all you have to do is not to attack him. Especially when they, even if they are playing this on like 3 bases. If they are only making guns and zealot and observers and nothing else, you just don't attack them most of the times and wait for your 200 and then you demolish them, because Protoss without any AoE versus Max Terran is just losing every time. So there is actually a nice trick you can do. I didn't do that this game, but I saw his observer being in my base, right? I have those turrets, so I know those turrets are zoning him out, kind of, in this direction, so you can place your factories over here, and very often they won't even know that you did that. So, as you could see, I wasn't even ready for that attack, and I still defended without any problems. Just by building units. Yeah, so now I scanned, I saw a lot of gateways, right, and I saw Citadel. I know exactly what's coming. Then I saw no gas with this Vulture, and I was like, okay, so 100% I know what's coming right now. So he will have a lot of supply, but it's just not good enough. His best bet here was to just wait for me until I'm gonna take my third base, because then I would go out, his angle would be better, but just going like that is not good. I mean, yeah, not good enough. So even I had late siege. All you have to do in this situation is to target guns. Don't target zealots, because this is the worst you can do. Target. Look at this. Like, this is every tank shots is like you casted a storm, literally, that is instantly killing the units. Something like that. Yeah. And obviously after that is game over, so there's nothing to look for after that. Here we have some final boss, I guess. Not even feeling that laggy yet. Okay, now it does. Yikes.
Not enough minerals.
It's a nice matchup, I feel like, versus such high level player. So on this level, when you play like very good players, your build has to be extremely tight, because otherwise you will get wrecked on, like, you know, one vulture differences or something like that. So I'm gonna try my best to be tight with everything.
Additional supply depots required.
That's actually not the most fortunate place for barracks. I feel like we could still, if he goes for any kind of early marines, he can just walk under the ranks, and it's hard.
Enough minerals.
So it would be better like over here or something. I know it's trendy nowadays to not scout fast in TVT, like 13 scout. I see people scouting very late, but I don't know. I didn't try this out yet. So I'm playing like I used to. Of course, in like if I wasn't playing for the series, I would boost my minerals versus someone like that.
Your forces are under attack.
Why is there marine? Yeah, he was scouting for me. Okay. I didn't expect 3 marines. I don't know why.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, I didn't start my depot.
Not enough minerals.
That's bad. He's gonna even delay my transfer. No, I didn't make depots. Yeah, so this is where you lose the game versus those players. Because now I cannot produce my vultures, which is very bad, obviously. And every unit counts.
Your forces are under attack. Something on your mind? What do you want? Add-on complete. SCV good to go, sir. Job finished. Ready to roll out. Your forces are under attack. Region, sir. Something on your mind? I dig. Quiet on Yes, sir. Orders, Captain? Yes, sir. Destination? Identify target. Your forces are under attack. Region, sir. SCV good to go, sir. I dig. Ready to roll out. Is that it? Yeah, I'm going. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. Region, sir. Your forces are under attack. Yes, sir. Ready to roll out. Sir. Something on your mind? Destination? Something on your mind? All right. Destination. Yes, sir. Not enough minerals. What do you want? Orders, sir. I
Okay. I guess I fucked it up a lot over here. Wow. He really has range on me here.
Your forces are under attack. 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 Your forces are under attack.
Okay, that was stupid. GG. Let's watch this game. Yeah, that was pretty nice game, I think, except few moments where I went kind of berserk on his army because I was scared to get like cut off from majority of the map. But then he screwed up and was kind of like the beginning was kind of whatever. Those 3 marines didn't do much. We traded. I lost 1 SCV, he lost 1 marine. It's kind of even. I have fewer SCVs than him. My factories were faster, but yep, I forgot supplies because probably I had a chance to attack him if I didn't screw up because like I have 8, now he has 12, but yeah, maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, but it's a huge STV gap. Enormous. It's interesting how he played this out, like fully defensive and then go for Rave. That's interesting, although I wouldn't like to be in his spot where he has to like get rid of all those mines. That has to be very uncomfortable. I also did a mistake because I didn't sit there with my vulture. Imagine if I had my vultures over here. This would take so much more time for him to defuse. So I kind of let it slip. I'm still massively behind on the CV, so I just, yeah, that was a major problem for me. Here I even kind of didn't lose this fight that much. That was fine, I guess. Yeah, that was okay trade, I feel like. But of course, he's like always step ahead, not to mention he has much more SCVs than me, so he was like insanely more crisp with his STV production, and on top of that, he also had like better understanding of the strategy, I'm pretty sure. So over here, he has only... So I thought for a moment I can buzz that. Well, that wasn't the best idea. In the end. Yeah, that was terrible. And now the game is over. Right after this, I think. And those raves are so annoying, actually. So annoying. My counters were very nice, but look at him. He keeps making SCVs. He never stops. And actually in TVT, you are allowed to do this. Yes, look, I didn't even know that he has this expansion, right? I thought that this is his 4th. That was his 5th already. So, yeah, I was outclassed. I was just outclassed. Although our production was pretty much the same, and I could afford my units, his like development into the late game was insane compared to me, right? I was like focused here to fight while he took 2 bases in the meantime and so on. Yeah, those counters were very nice, I think, from me. Actually cost him some troubles, but it wasn't enough. Of course, I was losing at this time as well. This was kind of whatever. What would be the lesson for the next game? Not to forget supplies, for sure. Maybe I rushed my factories too quickly and I was not able to actually produce from them because I think cutting your STV production by that much is just not that good in the end. It was annoying though. I mean, both of us didn't have anything for the barracks. That's a little bit annoying when you cannot get rid of his barracks, right? And he sees everything. I don't know. Maybe I should... Actually, his approach with Wraith was nice because he could harass me a little bit, force some Goliaths, and then go back and kill the barracks. So that was nice. I'll keep this play in mind that you can go like 3 facts into port. Usually people are not doing that. It's very rare, but maybe that's good. Another activity on Octagon this time. Oh, it's Sterling. Nice. Sterling is a very strong player. I'm glad we have 24 low though. That's super nice. I'm excited about that. I actually don't know how Sterling plays DVT, to be fair. I don't know what his favorite thing is. But I know he's like kind of tricky player for sure. Not liking the most standard approaches. Some time ago, we actually played PvT organized by Artosis without siege tanks and so on Artosis channel. Actually, if you are interested in something like that, you can watch it. There was one crazy game where he dropped me with ghosts and made a bunker in my main. So that was pretty interesting. Yeah, our scout is a little bit late because I derped and didn't send it right away, but I think it will be fine. So the new octagon is changed. Now you cannot build on the middle, which is yikes. It's huge nerf for Terran overall. I'm gonna cancel my marine over here. I made a mistake because I didn't walk towards the marine in time, and because of that I didn't do any damage, and at the same time I didn't check his gas, whether he's mining gas right now. So I have to be aware that he can go for some kind of 2-fact right now, for example, on or 1-1-1. Advantage for us though is that he lost a lot of HP, but he pretty much confirmed already that we are not going to 2-fact because he saw we are not mining gas. So it's not like a big deal for him, but we still don't know what he's gonna play because we have no information. So now that I'm placing down my CC, I'm gonna rescout him so I can know whether he's putting down the CC himself. I would I'd like to know that before I have the decision. Okay. So I'm gonna go second vulture in this case. Okay. So we confirmed, that's nice. He only made one marine. Okay, his vultures are somewhere. I don't know where exactly. GG. Okay, let's watch the replay. Generally, the higher you go, the the better and better it will be for your opening choice to go 3-fact vulture, because it's like kind of the build which gives the most amount of units, which translates into the map control later on. In this game, I kind of screwed up my synchronization with tank and the vulture, but it was still enough to soak up enough damage with the tank to be able to win the vulture war. So nothing really special happened. It was just that my one tank tanked enough for vultures, basically. So obviously we have a little bit of mind games over here. This map is weird. I don't like this position, so I still kind of kept my vulture over here, but I was very worried that he might come with one vulture and kill two marines, which is actually, if you think about it, is a pretty good trade, because then your racks have freedom to fly and see everything, right? So for that reason, it's very good. Yeah, our factories are pretty much coming up at the same timing, very similar. So the only difference is that I went for a tank and he didn't. Okay, his Mashi shop is already up. Yeah, so I guess I had a window where I could attack him over here. Yeah, so this is something that you should be aware of. So very often when you go for 3 vultures, you will have this timing. Because, look, so my third vulture came out, but his second vulture came out because he went for machine shop. And now if I attacked him, I could already gain some value, right? But you never know that. That's like the main issue, is that you just don't know. I saw this vulture and I thought it's third one, just like mine. So it's not obvious. And then I decided to go for a tank, delay my speed. So his speed will be much faster. But we have a tank. And this is a very nice way of being offensive because when you both go 3-fact vulture, it's kind of even, right? You both will have the same amount of units. But here, so he's in generally in better position, probably. He has more SCVs, more army, but the amount of damage this tank can soak up. So I even didn't do it like super properly, right? And it's still kind of like because I was able to kill his vultures when he was killing my tanks. I was just able to overwhelm him here. And then he tried to save the situation here, so almost I think he managed. It was very close because I almost didn't kill this vulture, right? You need to, like, once you commit to attacking the vulture, you have to do that. I mean, you can change the target to SCVs, but then you will slowly start losing the fight, probably, right? Because his 3 vultures will be coming and so on. So like, that was typical situation in vulture war. I guess there was also one moment where I microed a little bit over here, but that wasn't like super crucial. Probably didn't matter for this game, but it could matter, so I did it. So over here, look, I have 2 wounded vultures, right? So I tried to take them both behind my stealthy ones, like that. But one of them still died. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, that's just a typical scenario in this kind of opening, so nothing special, I would say. But I propose you playing this tank opening. It's actually pretty strong. Okay, another TVT. I had 1 lever in the meantime, by the way. It was like very high rank Zerg, but he left the game right after, unfortunately. I decided I'm not gonna like leave the game to compensate on this rank because I kind of want to get the series done. So if because we got a lot of games already, right? Like, so I think, yeah, I just need to finish it up. That's why. So I think some levers is acceptable. I would like not to get like the very S with left game. That would feel bad. But yeah, those games in the like in between are acceptable to be from levers, in my opinion. Okay, so we have no idea who this is. Some kind of this guy had S before because we could see it on his avatar, but he's unranked. So we have no idea how he plays. He's also Korean, so we can expect him to play in some cheesy way because of the lag.
Not enough minerals.
It's a new version of Attitude, by the way. We cannot build there now, so that's a huge buff for Protoss in TVP. Protoss seem to be buffed all over the board in those with those new maps. Like in my eyes. So we're gonna stay with Barracks until we know where he is. Okay, he's there. Oh, he's playing some kind of... Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna play some cheese. Because why not? Now he is in the dark, he doesn't know what's coming.
Add-on complete.
So you build tank from this machine, from this factory. Then you build machine shop here as well, build another tank from there. And then you build vultures only after that. Of course, it's a little bit like late, but it can still work, I believe.
Insufficient vespene gas. Insufficient vespene gas.
So it's crucial to, you know, because this tank will arrive faster.
Add-on complete.
And now speed here.
Not enough minerals.
We didn't quite win. Gonna make another tank. Yeah, I think we're losing, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah, doesn't even make sense to finish this. I didn't manage to kill the mines. GG. I was probably too careless about killing. Yeah, I know what I did wrong. So here, what I should do, I should focus his army. And unfortunately, with vultures, I focus STV. So 2 tanks should be binded, and vultures and everything should shoot to his units. But so, for example, look, those vultures are killing SCVs. That's just not right for this situation. Yeah, even here, I don't know why I kept hitting SCVs. Here, it was still won, but I hit the supply for no reason. I think even now it's not that bad. I have more SCVs. Yeah, but obviously he has 3 factories, right? So that's his big advantage. And I'm only starting mine now. I should probably give up and not fight here. Yeah. Because obviously, like, this is very good for him. Even though he has less STVs, he has more production, so obviously he's gonna overwhelm me. I still think that there was a chance over here. But I didn't manage to... Yeah, I don't know what... Something went wrong over here and I couldn't target the mines fast enough. Because that was holdable, I guess. Especially because, you know, my production is going up. So if I can survive to get this production, because I have also a few more SCVs, then that would be totally fine game. We would play mid game and so on. But, well, I failed, so that's game lost. Okay. I think I didn't press record just in time. Anyway, we play TVZ versus like 2200, I think, Zerg. Yeah, so almost all the games are laggy, which is very uncomfortable to play, to be fair. This is the main reason I'm not playing SC that much as I used to, because I'm not having that much fun playing those laggy games, unfortunately. That's just such a shame. So we're gonna make a wall.
Additional supply depots required.
Now 12 gas, because we need 2 depots in the wall.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, there is no hatch, so I'm gonna go towards the... By the way, I should... Okay, I see the links. Did you guys see on in the minimap? Wait, and he just stays there? Okay. Okay, let's... So he had links there already. Okay, look. So he's gonna... He's not gonna actually even... Yeah, so he had links there before, I guess, because he killed this. So the moment I would fly off, this is when he will go in. So I cannot do that because I guess this map is just not great for this situation, right? But I will be able to make a rave over here, and with rave, I will be able to get out, I think. So we are not building CC yet, as you can see. Right, we are putting more into our army, and because he also delayed his hatchery, right? We could see that. As you can see, 111 is such a crazy opening. Generates all those insane scenarios. He has no lair though, so we are fine. The dropship will be great here. Yeah, the game is completely over. I don't know why he's not leaving the game. I'm gonna use dropship to scout at this point. He will counter me with those hydras probably. Doesn't matter anymore. We don't even have eBay, by the way. Okay, let's see what he played. Game like that is exactly why I love 111. Honestly, it provokes those weird scenarios, this unusual StarCraft. I like that a lot. Yeah, I don't know what that was. 9 pull? Let me see so I can understand better. Yeah, it was 9 pull with speed. So the usual stuff that Korean like that would go for on lag, I guess. So what happened there really? I don't understand. Okay, so he kept making links. This is what happened. So that's completely bad for him, right? Yeah. Now he sees that I have a wall. That's hopeless. He could try to damage the supplies a little bit, I guess. So I saw more links now, and this is really a lot of links. So you cannot go with go out with Vulture. He waits for you to leave the barracks. You cannot go. You need to wait. You need to realize that. And here he goes for like some follow-up all-in. Of course, only 10 drones. So all we need to do is to survive. And now we can leave because he doesn't see it. And because we have speed, we can fight that, right? So obviously I see a hydra there. I immediately cancelled mines, went tank and a siege. And I started bunker, right? You need this. Without this, I would probably lose. Without the bunker. Only 3 hydras though, so maybe not, but you never know. I don't even know whether he has range. Maybe not. Yeah, but he's trying to kill the bunker really badly, as you can see. Yeah, but the repair is very strong, of course, and this is the moment where we won the game, pretty much, because the last unknown thing for me was, like, does he have lair already or not? He didn't, obviously, because he spent so much on his units that... Yeah, the moment you don't see the lair, this is the dropship trigger, instantly. It's just super powerful to go drops. He didn't see the vault, but he saw the dropship, so he probably thought that the vaults are still in the dropship. Yeah, this caused a lot of troubles as well, I guess. I didn't kill as many probes as drones, and I would like to kill, honestly, here. Yeah, it actually wasn't that good, what I did there. I killed only, like, what, 2 drones, maybe? That's some crazy low amount. So this gave him a chance, I guess. A little bit of chance, but of course not much, because all we have to do is still not get killed. So yeah, sure, I mean, this is all the hydras. Now there is no barracks, so he thought that, okay, maybe I have a chance, but come on, there are so many tanks already that obviously not. So I increased my production, took expo, and yeah, that's pretty much game over. He tried to expand, waiting for lurkers, yeah. But that's the point, we can just go. But look, that this Zerg is actually very good. Like, if you gave him a little bit more time, you're probably not gonna win this game, which is interesting. He could probably... I'm pretty sure he's much better than me, and he could outplay me if I gave him like 2 more minutes or something. He would be able to, you know, play with his units so well that maybe I wouldn't be able to beat him. Hard to tell though. But yeah, he certainly gave the vibe of a very strong player. So random and unranked, our favorite, I guess. I think we're gonna go all this game. We're gonna try and wall. 16 low would be great if you can stay on this tier. 16 low I consider like the last pretty good turn rate. Because this is not... you need to know that so for example 20 high is worse than 16 low. Holland. You. He is from... Okay, I guess that's Korea. Is what he means. I'm not, unfortunately. I'd like to be, of course. So we're gonna start with this. This is because, in the case that he if he's Protoss and he scouts us early, he can stop our... Okay, 16 high is very bad. He can stop our wall by putting down a pylon, and then we can at least build another depot here. If we start with this depot, then it's much worse, because then we need to put depot here, and we have kind of this weird positioning where his zealot is free to go, and I cannot even shoot him well. This is how I imagine this wall to go.
Not enough minerals.
The best case scenario, of course, he's Zerg, because then we play what we would normally play. Of course, random player, very unpredictable. You have no idea what they're gonna play. I guess we're gonna scout the middle, maybe? Because we have this wall anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Worst case, he's playing 13cc or 12 next. That's the worst. 13cc, I guess, is still kind of manageable, but 12 next is very bad for us because we cannot rush it then. Okay, it's Terran. Okay, so it's fine in this case. Does he make more marines? He keeps gathering the gas, if you guys noticed. Yeah, he gathers the gas, so we have to be ready for something special.
Your forces are under attack.
I'm gonna play bunker. And we need to cut a little bit, of course. So we need to cut now for the tank. It's important to get this tank. And then we need to make a depot as well. So it's not even that... Not like super good for us, but... Also his SCV never scouted us, I think. Make siege. Okay, I'm fine with that. He could go Raves, of course. That's probably what he did. Yeah, now I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It's Rave for sure. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Where is this tank going? What is going on? Oh my god. That's what. No, my god, this is not gonna finish. That is insanely annoying. When I cancel this. No, this game is lost. I lost too many STVs. Okay, let's just leave the game. Too waste of time. So, what was the major problem? I think I should start with Vulture and play normally for the early stage, because the way I did it, I didn't have money for armory and other like stuff. It was pretty bad. I could also go back with barracks, make some marines, I guess. I had them nearby, right? So yeah, this is he's like super all in what I mean. I mean, not making like super all in, but he's not making it. But I also sacrificed STV, so it was like stupid what I did, because I lost a lot of production time. Oh, I even got this riff. I didn't realize that. Yeah, the wall in the end was terrible, of course. Also gave him targets. Yeah. We don't have enough SCVs to continue the game from there. So I just left, because I hope it is pointless. This is exactly how we should continue. Just take the base and, you know. Annoying game, but what you can do. Versus random kind of doesn't count in my book. Division knockout. Versus another laggy Korean, by the way. I'm kind of tired of those games. I have to admit, it's kind of depressing to keep playing on this lag. It's just annoying, and he's annoyed as well. I'm pretty sure, and everyone is just annoyed. And it's 14 low, so it's bad, and it's still lagging. That's the worst part. It's not even like this is gonna be like that. We need to go on high, and now it's like almost 1 second to, maybe not 1 second, but it's pretty bad latency overall. It's just StarCraft on lag feels like completely another game, which is a shame. And we're gonna have some stupid game probably. He's gonna 5-pull or something like that, and no, it's not even that good for any educational purposes, I guess. You can learn how to deal with Korean laggers. I mean, it's nothing like his lagger. We are just far away from each other. It's nobody's fault really, except Blizzard, of course. I'm pretty sure he throws a lot of compliments at us. Terran is always unlucky, man. Why this STV? Like, it was the farthest possible way of this, like, depot location.
Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Don't know what he's saying. So we're gonna go speed volts into probably drop even. I mean, because our timing is very good on our port. So probably we can play like even Wraith into dropship, I guess.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
I'm staying with vultures because I don't want him to counter me by going around.
Upgrade complete.
I never started the mines. Oh my god, so bad.
Not enough mineral resources are under attack. Minerals.
My whole plan is kind of ruined with those vultures. Okay. Well, that was enough for him, I guess. Yeah, not much to talk about. I think when you're playing laggy game versus Zerg, just go wall, they will go 9 pull, and then you have advantage. Honestly, this is how it works. It's pretty stupid that we have to experience such games, but at the same time, I hope it has some small educational value because it's showing you how to handle the situation pretty well. So just Don't go Vulture because he will have speed very often and then you cannot do anything anyway. So it's better to go Mashi Shop than go Speed. And Speed is making as long as 3 Vultures. So yeah. And because he played 9 pool, his economy is weaker. So you don't need this fast CC. It's okay to delay it. Yeah, but that's huge damage, of course. Oh, he goes Mutas, but I guess he would lose every drone over here and he didn't want to continue like that. So, well, that's it. Jam Jari. PvP on Octagon. Okay, let's see.
Not enough minerals.
I'm still not boosting, by the way. I decided I'm not gonna do that in this series, but I certainly should versus those better players like this Protoss. Very high rated, and there is no reason to handicap myself, but I just wanted to stay away from this in this series. I also don't want to explain how to do that exactly right now. So, yep, we do it this way. This is how I like to place my depot sometimes. I count 4 squares away from the CC. The barrack is gonna go there. And now I will have 2 places to microg and zealots. So that's very nice.
Additional supply depots required.
Indeed, even without boosting, as you can see, our gas timing is very nice. Just by knowing where to send your workers is already good enough. If you just know that, you will be better than 90% of the players, literally, because majority of players just don't know that. Because normally like 140 is our benchmark for gas, and we get it faster every single game just by sending workers properly. So now I know this one is not mined, so what I'm gonna do is to send over here, right? And the next STV is building factory. This is how just the resources align every game. Okay, we see. So now we're gonna of course check for the zealot. No zealot, it seems. No range also. Okay, there is a range. I will act like I went away and come back. I guess this is the problem with his positioning here, because now he doesn't know whether I left his base. Of course, only 3 marines. Let's get rid of this. Depot.
Your forces are under attack.
I'm not sure about that. He's gonna run by? He can, if he wants. So he's sitting here, not letting me go away with Vulture, right? I didn't build my stuff during this, so that's very bad actually. That wasn't good for me at all. We could see the river as well. My factory is very late. Actually, it's not a good situation, I think. I kind of focused too much on the attack and I need this now. Insane. Fucking insane. Literally insane that he could get there before I was ready. Barely not ready. Yeah, at least this shit die. Come on, Vulture, you can do that, I believe in you. Manon? Ah, of course, I rushed without enough units. Those glides took forever to get there. I got blasted. Maybe I didn't yet. I don't know.
Your forces are under attack.
Identify target. Something on your mind? Yes, sir. No problem. All right, bring it on. Orders, Captain? Yes, sir. Roger that. Roll out. Report for duty. Something on your mind? I dig. Oh, is that it? Ready to roll out. All right, bring it on. Yeah? Orders, sir. What do you want?
Your forces are under attack.
Of course, my SCV just arrived.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir. Yeah? Ready to roll out. On your mind? Yeah? No problem. Destination, proceed.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, I love this every time.
Your forces are under attack.
I don't know why I'm staying in this game, to be fair. It's completely over.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm just like too stubborn to play those macro games. You know, versus those very good players, those two tank pushes, and so on, are not that effective anymore. I mean, they're still fine. I did fine trading here. That was okay. It just wasn't like, you know, that overwhelming like it usually is. Because I killed like what, 5 guns or more for 2 tanks? That's super worth it. Then, but I think I lost on this river. Let's see. Also, I didn't build during the... I didn't make STVs during the attack. That was the huge mistake, and I think that was the first, like, crucial mistake. And then, of course, I thought I have more time, but I didn't. So let's see, 38. Yeah, he killed like 5 STVs at least. and then was able to get out because he finally killed this turret on time. Yeah, so it's like huge worker difference. Already going up to 4 gate, making reverse. So I think that was the first mistake, and the second is gonna be later. This was good for me, I think. What happened here? Yeah, and then I kind of gave up those tanks for free, and without tanks you cannot do anything. Also, I was not lucky with the shots here at all. Yeah, but look at his gateway count. Yeah, so this is exactly my second mistake. And I think I keep doing that. So I don't increase my production at some point. So all this is fine right now because, you know, I'm keeping him on 4 base, which is fine. But I need to expand myself, which I'm doing. So this is good. But right now, I already should have 3 more factories or 2 more factories. 3 even, because, you know, I'm gonna fuck this up for sure because I'm not like that good to keep my production all the time. So I should have 3 more factories and then maybe he cannot bust me here. Maybe. Of course, you never know. Yeah, I should rotate those vultures as well, by the way. Yeah. I think possibly with those vultures here and my money spent, I'm holding this and then I am in great spot after. But because you know, the point is to hold this and then after defense take another base. That would be the sweet play over here. But I didn't hold. I didn't hold well enough. I held, I guess, somehow in the end. But yeah, look at my money. It shouldn't be ever that high. For Protoss, it's kind of whatever. He's on the offensive, right? So even if he doesn't make his units on time, it's not gonna make him lose. It's just the worst case is gonna happen is that he's not gonna finish me. But later on, he will spend this money anyway, and he's still in the game. Me on the other side, if I don't spend the money when I'm defending, then I'm dead. That's worse, much worse, right? Yeah, so I think the terrible mistake from me in this game was not increasing the production. Of course, I also didn't start my +2, but I think that didn't matter that much. Yeah, this is maybe not enough SCVs as well. I should have eBay over here or barracks. Yeah, this should be here in retrospect, for sure. Yeah, so obviously because we cannot build there, it's very hard to fortify this position. Can have one turret over here, so Protoss will always have this shuttle play on you because of lack of those building possibility, right? That's why Terrans on this map tend to go over here and turret up over this area. Yeah, now I started my factories, but it was too late. Now, you know, because I already didn't mine from there, the game is certainly not winnable right now if he plays correctly. And of course the civis arrived just to get stormed. It's actually Terran life in a nutshell. Yeah, so from Protoss perspective, you just wanna trade, right? Not let Terran, because pretty much in every trade you're gonna get something, because you're gonna storm SCVs or something like that. It's very hard to fail with shuttle style, very hard to fail. Yeah, so I thought I have still maybe tiny chance, but once I saw he has this base already, then I know that this is game over, right? Yeah. Probably, even with this established, it would be still game over. He was already ready to storm my economy again. Yeah. Battle style very oppressive, but it's very hard. So by the time you will probably play against it, you will be good enough already as a Terran as well. Because I think people are not playing this on lower ranks. I think Protoss on knockout. Quick scene change, I guess. Um, I have that bit where kind of hard stack, right? On this 2100. Yeah, I kind like everyone kind of knows that in Korea there is a higher level of play. So those players are really, really, really good, actually. I have to admit. Yeah, we having troubles. We're struggling a little bit. I think it's 2 days. Yeah, 2 days left till the ladder reset. So we still have some time. I played a lot for the last 2 days to get it done, but it seems I cannot get it done yet. There was probably a huge episode already unleashed before you can see this. Because I played so many games, I had a few episodes to release. Okay. Normally I'm not placing my first depot over here, but kind of why not? I could do that, I guess. So again, 140 gas. That's like the benchmark. If you are doing it in this time, then it means that you are going good enough. You can do much better, of course, with boosting, but that's good enough. It's actually 24 low, how I realize. Yeah, there is no lag. That's very nice. I wonder who we are playing then. Probably someone we know. Yeah, we still didn't find our opponent. Oh, I didn't manage to cancel the marine. Let's save our STV, right? We'll have one more STV if we don't lose it. Let's try to... Okay, we get pro. That's nice. We'll need this bunker anyway. We already lost a game once by not getting it.
forces are under attack.
What? You really fucking went for the T-drop? What a donkey.
Base is under attack.
Of course he went for the T-drop.
Your forces are under attack.
Destination orders, sir. Something on your mind? Oh, is that it? Yeah? All right, bring it on. Orders, sir.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. Something on your mind? Go, sir. Oh, is that it? What do you want? Report for duty. I read you. Report for duty. All right, bring it on. Report for duty. All right, bring it on. Orders,
Did I start my... I never started my... Academy.
Complete.
Okay, that's absurd.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Bring it on. Report for duty. I can't build there. I'm ready to roll out. Orders received. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Move it. SCV good to go, sir. Yeah. Orders, sir. I read you. Identify target. Report for duty. Job finished. Yeah. SCV good to go, sir. I read you, sir. Something on your mind? What do you want? Yeah. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going.
Your forces are under attack.
Report for duty. Report for duty. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Job finished. I read you, sir. No problem.
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir. Roger that. What do you want? Yeah, I'm going. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. No problem. I read you, sir. Ready to roll out.
Your forces are under attack.
First he managed to unload.
All right, bring it on. Yeah, I'm going. No problem. Yeah.
Your forces are under attack. Complete.
Identify target. Ready to roll out. What do you want? Yes, sir.
Your forces are under
Oh my god, what is this?
What do you want? Yeah, I'm going. Orders, sir. Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going. Yes, sir. Identify target.
Your forces are under attack. Additional supply unit. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Come on, scan.
Complete.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Roger that.
Upgrade complete.
So fucking frustrating.
Orders, Captain.
Playing versus those troglodytes. Look at him. Already expanding over here. So he's expanding everywhere suddenly. And like the fact he is allowed to do that is insane, to be fair. And we are getting recalled soon as well. Yeah, arbiters are just my nightmare. Yep, there it is. There it is.
Your forces are under attack.
Are those tanks ever gonna come here or not? Of course, this is the arbiter that stayed alive, even though it should be dead. Like, the amount of expansions this guy can just pull off is crazy. Like, the Protoss can pull off it. This guy doesn't do anything special, I guess. Of course, he went around.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, this is where we lose, I guess. We were not able to stop his expansions.
Your forces are under attack. 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 This is under attack. Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
No, my god, come on.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Harriers. Yep, totally legit. I guess. Why not? How many carriers? How can you afford that? I don't know.
Your forces are under attack.
Where is my vassal? How can you afford that? I don't know. This race is so busted. Oh, there are carriers here as well. He has how many? How many is this? Like 12 carriers? Yeah, that's not even funny. Yeah.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Okay, GG. I tried to make the game as much chaotic as possible, but wasn't enough. His 12 next advantage was too big. This game couldn't overcome it. His economy and so on, and also those initial like those two zealots were so annoying in this game, I have to admit, because later on I'm gonna show you. Like, of course he's gonna fucking dark drop, which is the only thing that I didn't actually account for. The only thing. So those two zealots will defuse the mines when I was attacking this, and that will be huge. So look, those two zealots will now defuse all the mines. He would be dead here. I mean, the base would be dead. Of course, maybe DT would still get me. Hard to tell. Yeah, but this is just such annoying playstyle. Yeah, I killed a lot with the mines, but look at the supplies. Like, how is this game even going? Like, what happened here that we are still playing? What is this? We're down supplies so much. It caused many problems for this guy, but it still kind of wasn't enough. Yeah, just keep taking Nexuses, and that's pretty much it. This fight I played very badly, but it was still fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't know where his units are. Okay, here I guess. So he was trying to protect, like, yeah, that's classic. Like, the more you're gonna play on the higher level, the more every person will just try to stop Terran from expanding to win the game, which is a correct way of playing. It's very hard as Terran. He has almost 100 probes, that's why I think he has no army all the time. But I guess he doesn't need it. I also didn't notice that he... Yeah, that was stupid. I didn't notice that he took this base as well. Because right now the situation is kind of under control, I would say. Kind of. We keep pushing. I never made +1 armor as well. Probably wouldn't matter though. Yeah, but he has so much money, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's normal that he made this many carriers, because I felt like something is wrong all the game, and I guess it was his probe count that was wrong. Yeah. Yeah, but this is just so annoying, that this playstyle. Well, what would be the conclusion here in this game? Surely focus more on the army, because I fucked up a few times my control, I think. Especially those vultures over here once. I wanted to go back, he was already cutting me off. But it's hard to see because of the arbiter. Yeah, it was a very hard game to win after what happened at the beginning, right? So just the 12 Nexus itself is already very hard to beat. It's very interesting that he didn't play anything that would prevent him from getting dropped. I don't know. Only 2 gateways. Like, this is so greedy. He should die for that. But I didn't make scanners this game. I just decided not to do them to, like, accelerate my factories, and instantly uh, backfired. I also swear in Polish, I think, in this game. Yeah, I was very angry. Um, yeah, and then he's just gonna keep expanding, he kept expanding, right? Yeah, but I felt like he's overdoing that, and I think I was kind of right, because technically I should be able to beat this army, maybe? Maybe not, hard to tell. Yeah, but here my Goliath stopped my tanks from going back. It wasn't that bad. Of course the Arbiter survived, they're the one who recalled me later on. Yeah, but here even, like, this is such a huge supply difference. Huge. He's already ready to take another base. I can't with those processes, man. So annoying. Okay, and then... So how could I play this out better? I think right now it's already kind of lost, but if that would be my conclusion, then the game would be lost like around his 12 Nexus, right? He would get away with 12 Nexus, and that was the problem. Just cross-spawn 12 Nexus. Like, it wasn't that bad, I guess. Yeah, I really should go drop in those situations, because there is no reason why not. Yeah, and this is really insane that he got away with it. But on the other hand, what can you do as a Terran? Making vultures is much more practical choice usually than making tanks, because you can grow faster, but on the other hand, if you don't make tanks, then you cannot do anything. Yeah, and those two zealots diffusing everything. Insanely annoying. Oh, I lost some units here. I didn't realize that. Ah, because I was defending the drop. Okay, that's acceptable, I guess. Yeah, so all those tries are nice, but so what? He will get Nexuses. That's the point, he will get Nexuses. So how should I really proceed? Not maybe fully commit to taking two bases myself? Maybe that would be the better idea. But you know you're gonna get recalled, right? That's a given for sure. Yeah, I just need to try throttling more, I guess, versus those guys who are sharps. This is actually a very weird spot, because we have a lot of those players playing this arbiter style. But at the same time, nobody is doing that on pro level. So it's very hard to relate to their games, because, yeah, nobody is doing that. So I don't even know what is like the correct answer. Because now, back in the day, if you just played up Terran, then you naturally was kind of countering Arbiter by not attacking and getting upgrades. But nowadays, since you go for 5-fact, it's different, because your upgrades are later. Maybe when you see the Arbiter, you should just expand yourself, or when you see Protoss expanding, maybe it's just better to expand yourself. But then on the other hand, he had the Dark Templars, and I couldn't kill them on time. The DT could stop my third base as well, so hard to like tell 100% sure. But I think a faster fourth base for sure should be made, for sure. Yeah, okay, GG. Protoss and Octagon. Okay, we got a little bit of energy today. Yeah, I've been grinding for the last couple of days. Pretty hard, I have to admit, this S rank. But everything is fun except those laggy games. But other than that, I'm actually enjoying this kind of. So of course I'm using color change for my all games. Press Shift Tab twice and it will be green and your opponent will be red. I think I explained this already many times, but maybe someone didn't watch like particular episode or something. Anyway, I like to do that because my opponent on the minimap is red and red on the screen as well, but specifically on the minimap, I feel like that's very important. So we are playing on changed version of Octagon where you cannot build on the middle, which I feel is huge nerf for Terran. But well, what can you do? We need to get used to that because this is not gonna change. Yeah, in general, ASL is trying to push Protoss for several seasons already, but they kind of cannot do that. So I think the maps will only get more and more favored towards Protoss. So this is an outcome of something like that, like an action that is supposed to put their win rate higher on in pro games in ASL. Okay, he's not here.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I didn't play my usual way because I don't have my marine, I mean barrack and supply positioned near the ramp. But that's also viable. Okay. I think I'm gonna rush that. Oh, maybe not. Actually, or maybe yes. Let's do that because I already made third depot, so we kind of have to commit.
Additional supply depots required.
Oh my god. This is gonna be a disaster, I think. I didn't see the robo. No, come back here. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the robo, which is weird. I would expect there to be robo. Did he lose so much that he couldn't afford it, or what?
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Research complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Everything is so slow. So annoying. Of course, like, I cannot do anything. Blizzard, please. Oh my god. He has so much.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, he had a lot of stuff.
Not enough units.
It feels like we're again in this weird spot where we don't really, like, we cannot really attack. I wasted all my army. That's balanced. That's insane. I think this game is almost unwinnable. Nah, what is this? That's balanced, right? That's so absurd. Oh, that's nice.
What do you want? Destination? I read you, sir. Orders, sir. Yeah? Oh, is that it? Orders, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
All right. Yes, bring it on. Destination? Yes, yeah. Identify target? Absolutely. Yes, sir. Something on your mind? Identify target? Destination? Absolutely. Orders, sir. Yeah? Oh, is that it?
Your forces are under attack.
No, my god, it's so absurd.
Your forces are under attack.
What do you want? Oh, is that it? Destination on your mind? Absolutely. Yes, sir. Something on your mind? Destination identified. Something on your mind?
Your forces are under attack.
Absolutely. I dig. Identify target. Delighted to, sir. Oh, is that it?
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir. Destination. Delighted to, sir.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
He keeps having so much. What? How this shit did not die? Oh my god, he has a probe here, so he delivered with shuttle, I guess. Here as well? No. So I was attacking into the wrong direction, by the way. Yeah, I have no units left. Okay. That was a good game actually. Let's quickly see what was going on in this game. So I'm the most interested in the situation after the bust. I think we traded a lot. Yeah, we have the same amount of workers actually. I think Terran has advantage here. Almost surely. Yeah, for sure now. I have advantage right now. I should win that. I guess I'm not good enough. As this guy is just much better than me, and that's it. Because I should never lose this game. This is a huge advantage for Terran, actually. Yeah, and he was playing like completely standard, just making goons, observer, and probes. Nothing more. Yeah, where is my mistake? Should I move out right now? He has 11 goons. Yeah, now he kind of came back, right? When this started to mine. And he was even producing workers better than me for the whole game, so yeah, he has a lot of army over here. I killed this, but that wasn't enough. It got me this base, I guess, but he was already taking this. So yeah, I'm not at advantage anymore. And nothing really happened because this fight was like meaningless to the whole situation. So I guess I just wasted my advantage. But how? Did I not make enough SCVs throughout the game? I guess so. But this situation is fine for me, I guess. I mean, it's playable, completely playable. Yes, for base, I have 3. I'm gonna expand soon. I killed all his probes here, so that was very strong, I think. Now we had this fight. Yeah, I had to pause there. Yeah, but storms are just so good. Like, I lost so much more than him over here. Uh, hmm. How to proceed from there? I wonder. This is the moment where I completely lost my advantage if I had any over here. Because now, I mean, I still have more workers, but how can I expand more? I guess here I should take this. I guess. Yeah, not being able to build there is so tragic, I have to admit, because you can see everything, your every move. And also, I should put the building here earlier to snipe the shuttles. This was also, like, I don't know, it wasn't bad. Killed some probes, traded. I lost a lot of vultures, sure. Maybe the fact that I didn't go for upgrades is the major mistake in this game, but I kind of did it on purpose. Maybe I should eventually get upgrades regardless. Yeah, and I think Vessel in such game is important to kill the observers, because it was actually so annoying. Yeah, and this drop was huge, so he just murdered my base over here with this drop. No. And I didn't react quickly enough. I did this small counter attack. Wasn't that good though. Ah, not clear. He wasn't like as strong as I thought in the game, actually. But still, he has those 5 bases. I have only 4. And yeah, but my supply is still high. But I have no upgrades. I think that's a mistake, big mistake, not to go for upgrades eventually. Yeah, he sees everything with observers, right? Because I cannot build turrets, so... Well... Yeah, and he took this. I thought I have this under control, but not really. Apparently he delivered the probe with a shuttle. And here was like the last chance, I guess. But still, 4 HTs in a shuttle. So good. So strong. Yeah. And this is game over. This wasn't even the right place to attack, probably. It was better to go towards this direction, I think. Because actually, like, look, yeah, now I think, you know, it's pretty obvious. Like, here, I cannot shoot anything from the high ground, but here I can actually kill this, and then from even from the ramp, I have very good shot at this Nexus, and on top of that, I'm zoning this base from the defense, and I can technically attack it, right? So, yeah, I think taking this probably, I mean, going towards this direction was probably better, but in my head, he was here. But also I'm seeing his upgrades are very strong compared to mine. I have only 1-1, so yeah, I think upgrades. I didn't make upgrades. That was very, very important, and I just kind of slept on that. It was conscious choice. I knew about it during the game, but for some reason I decided that I need to keep making army. Okay, so that's a good lesson for another game.